So today it's a heat signature daily challenge for the 1st of August. We are bringing in 3 sovereign officers responsible for my brother's death, and we're trying to harm as few other people as possible. And we are frail, which means if we take any damage, we die and we lose the run. And we're shaky, so we can't aim very well with guns. But we're not going to be using guns much anyways because we're trying not to harm anybody. Alright. Oh, I just realized I need to record this as well. Alright. So we've got a concussion hammer, which is one of the best items in the game, especially for our uses. And a key cloner, very good. Crash trap also could be very key. Okay, so trying to minimize harm, minimize kills. If the alarm goes off, the target will flee, which is usually good for us. Bash dashing, I am able to do it fairly reliably, manually, but I've actually got a key combo shortcut set up on my mouse that I use for it. It's not 100% reliable, but the times that it fails kind of emulates the times that I would normally mess up when doing it, so I feel like it's kind of fair. Alright, so we got swords, which is good. Well, no, that's not good. This is actually very bad for us right now. Melee guards with the glitch dash immediately move as soon as they see you, which is very bad when you're traveling via hammer. Alright, heat sensors. Alright, I'm gonna try. We got a regular pod. I'm gonna try to not screw this up completely because of nerves. But alright. So we're gonna approach from this side. Alright, 3 seconds. Perfect. That's about as good as I can ask for. So, let's see. Make sure my mouse is set up correctly, and make sure that I've got scripts that I use for work, and they sometimes interfere with the game. Alright, so I've got it just set up so that when I press a button on my mouse, then it does the dash. So I want to steal this guy's key without them seeing. So what I'm gonna do is use the crash trap, throw it just like so, and mess that up. All right, we're gonna try that again. Hope that doesn't hit him. All right, perfect. All right, so now everyone is looking firmly away from me. And I can go in here and steal the key. Oh, someone... Is that a follow? Hey, thanks for following, Kinmorn. You're my first follow. Congratulations. All right. So next on our list, we can go either this way with the key stolen. This seems like a very difficult time to get through without anyone seeing me, especially since this is a heat sensor on that guard. This also looks bad, but it's not quite as bad, so we're gonna go with that, although we do have a key cloner, so we can remotely steal. So actually with that, I want to go this way, because getting past this whole group through this door will be a bit difficult. This is looking like a difficult daily. I'm curious how many people were able to get a perfect score in it. Okay. So I think this right here will do just fine. Yeah, you can... Oh dear, that's not good. Let's go ahead and steal this. Yeah, if it's an assassination and foundry brick, and if it's no harm or no kill, and if it's no alarm, then you can do that. Alright, so this is going to be a very narrow timing, because we need them to look down, and then we need to dash through here before that turret finishes getting set up. Alright. This should work unless this messes up. I'm going to take this so that it doesn't bounce and they look up anymore. And alright, perfect. Now, I'll be careful here. Don't want to harm the pilot, though it's fine if they set off the alarm. Now, this thing is going to be difficult. I need to somehow get in here and get that guard out. Actually, no. Its target flees, so that's actually very good for us. Disregard what I said previously. Alright, so the guard's only way through is through this room, so we're going to knock him through the window. While we're walking over there, we're going to remote control the pod and move it like so. Now, my main concern here is once this guard sees me, they'll teleport to me. So I need to make a distraction. And I need to hope that the target doesn't get in the way of this. Not sure what the best angle is for this. I think if I go down a little bit more. Okay, and while that's being thrown, I'm gonna readjust this pod back. Yeah, this is the result of a lot of practice. Alright, so if I hit them with the hammer and they're too close, they'll hear it. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, then bonk you, pick up your crash trap, pick up your gun, could be useful. And then you'll fly out and break the window, and I'll remote control, move this, get picked up, and then we can leave. And that's how we do it in 13 seconds. Alright, so we got heat sensors, random kits, target flees again, so that's usually pretty nice. Mini sentry guns again. And they're currently too close to us, so we'll speed up time and let them leave. And let's take a look at where the entrance is. Right there. Yeah, you can wait for them to go on patrol. The problem is that the absolute fastest way. Hey, Josher. So the key thing with the brick and assassinating is the best way to do it, and the fastest way to do it, is to not get on the ship at all, which means you can't actually check. And it's also difficult to hit the exact room that you need. So it's not always viable, but it is a potential thing. And so yeah, quick rundown of what this game is. This is Heat Signature. You break into ships, get yourself into massive trouble, and then try to get yourself out of it. I'm doing the daily challenge for it, and I am abusing every known mechanic and glitch to it. Yeah, you could. It does show you where the target is, but they could be on patrol with another group or another person. And if you miss by a room, then it's possible that you suck out someone else. Alright, so I need to get this key. So I'm going to be actually using the crash trap this time. And I need to decide which direction will be easier to get through. This is a difficult daily. Looks like the absolute fastest way would be to go down here and get the target maybe as they're leaving. But first things first, I need you to look down and also be crashed. And so, Drasher, what's going on here is I need to get through this without doing any harm to anyone other than the one target on the ship. So I need to be very careful and play with the vision and where they're looking. You need to look to the right. Now, important thing with throwing things and attracting vision is if you throw something and they look at it and then you pick it back up, if you throw it again, they'll still be tracking it with their eyes. So you have to use a different item. Throw it back here and get the sound to alert you, which then lets me walk down here, steal this, and use bash dashing to leave. Alright, so I want the target to start moving because, well, do I want them to move? I don't know how I'm going to deal with this guard, so yeah, I'm going to start setting off the alarm. Oh, I crashed them. You can try to beat me after watching. You can try. Alright. So, one thing that it's actually might be a good idea is to maybe... Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to destroy this fuel barrel. That will set off the alarm, and it will also... Well, I screwed this up completely. I didn't think about them being in range. So, but I actually missed. So we're not... We haven't lost yet. I can crash you and then leave. We're not gonna have the alarm go off though, but we did mess up a little bit here. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly how I want to take care of this. We can steal your key with the key cloner easily enough. But it's looking like I'm going to have to let them see me. So I'm going to do something very scary and let... So I could let this shoot at me and try and dodge the bullet. And that's what I'm going to do. Alright. So now I'm going to dash down here. And they're probably going to shoot at me. Not much I can do about it. As long as they don't have a shotgun, I can probably do this. I'll steal your key. Dash down here. And normally you can't do this dash, for anyone not familiar with this game. Normally you can only use a melee weapon by attacking someone. But by using a weird glitch with throw mode, you can do it at any time. And throw mode is just the most broken thing in this game. If we come across a slipstream, it'll be very apparent how broken it is. Alright, so can I open this door without you seeing me? Doesn't look like it. So, this is going to be difficult. So this is why I wanted the alarm to go off, so that they would start walking out. But that's being less of a thing I'm able to do. Alright, so you'll see me. This should not hit you with the hammer. Alright, perfect. And then I'll throw this trap. Get you crashed. Get rid of your shield. And then... Alright, we need to do some stuff. I'll hit you. You've got a visitor. Let's pick you up. Walk down here. Throw you. We can, with abusing this slow motion throw mode, you can dodge bullets pretty easily enough. Let's pick up this visitor. Pick up you, throw you down, and then I'm going to start walking over here. Remote control the pod. Move it a bit. If you zoom out a bunch, then it dramatically increases how fast the pod moves. So just from doing that, the pod is like going down, and it's not even too fast. And now we will shoot out the window. Ideally, I'd have the pod lined up in front of the window, but I don't have time here. And then once we're out, we wait for 4 seconds. And once we've waited for 4 seconds, the interior of the ship is no longer loaded. So now that guard can no longer move forward, and they won't get sucked out into the void and get harmed. So we'll pick up ourselves, pick up the target, zoom out, and leave for 14 seconds. And yes, this game is insanely broken. At least the throw mode is absolutely busted in so many ways. It was originally, the pathfinding in throw mode was originally going to be the only way to move around in the game, and then it just never... Eventually the main mechanic became walking around using WASD, and it just wasn't removed, and so things interact strangely with it. Alright, Tracker is a bit of an issue. Defender's actually really good here because they shield everyone, which means no chances to accidentally kill someone. We got shields as well, and so let's see how this goes. Okay, so we've got a secondary entrance right here, but it's locked. But we've got the long-range key cloner, which will almost certainly be able to reach someone. And that's enough ship space skipped that I'm willing to go for it. Overshot this a bit. But still got 5 seconds. In general, I'm trying to get a docking time of at least 4 seconds, and then a lot of the times I can get 3. And then on very rare occasions I can get 2, but you can't really plan for those, they just happen. And what do you know, I've got a level 3 key right here, so I can use this, and then I'll only have to worry about ones down here. And by the time I get down there, maybe this will have recharged. The one problem, though, is I have to get past all of these people. I can't do a whole lot of... Yeah. So, I'm thinking... So, let's see what we've got down here. If I go down here, I can go into this room and get a crate. But in order to move forward, I'd have to go through this room, which is almost as bad as this room. And then I'd also have to go through this room, which is not happening. Well, that one's easy enough, actually, but having to go through 2 doesn't seem worth it. We can't reach level 4, so let's steal this key. Now, my thoughts here is... Nope. So when the macro messes up, what happens is I throw the weapon instead of using a dash, which can be very bad in certain situations. So you two are gonna look at me. I think my plan is to walk around you in such a way that when you shoot at me, it bounces off shields and stuff. The turret is facing in an ideal direction. I don't want this defender to look at me at all because they have a shotgun. And a shotgun is impossible to dodge at, nearly impossible to dodge at these distances. I just realized you have a gun as well. So this could go very bad. Okay. There is a way to get the macro to not mess up, and that's by using auto hotkey scripts. I've just been too lazy so far to work on it, to get it installed. Okay. I think I've got enough time to dash up here, actually. Ooh, that's not good. Alright. As you can see, I have got myself in a terrible situation. There's no way I can dodge this, but Um, I think it depends on which script you use. I think the first one we had out messed up a bit, but the current one has like a very, very low mischance. Exactly. So yes, exactly that. I have a visitor that will at least delay my problems for 2 seconds. So let's go up here. Or can we... if you were a little bit closer, I would go to this one. But we can visit here. And so the visitor teleports you to a place and then sends you back to your original position 2 seconds later. And what do you know? A self-charging emergency shield, which is exactly what we need right now. So, not much point in waiting. Alright. We're now in the middle of a bunch of people. None of them are looking at us, amazingly. I'm very surprised that I did not have to use emergency shield right now. Which is very well because... this tracker... Alright, this tracker is going to be an issue if we can't get through this very fast. Well, the problem with the shield, with the tracker, is if the tracker shoots at us while we've got the shield, it reflects back and it kills the tracker. So we'll use it in, like, if we absolutely need to. Up through that. I'm not dashing my way through here cleanly, but we should. Alright. Yeah, definitely using this here. Everyone's shielded, so they won't kill each other. Oh, I do need to be wary of them shooting out the fuel barrel, though. Doesn't look like it'll happen, though. That's something I should try. I don't think I've tried doing that since, especially since we've had the bash dash, but from my understanding, it's still fast enough that it'll reflect back. But hey, the emergency shield was useful there. We got through it. Still got plenty of charge. I'm just gonna go through. I would charge to that, but I'm paranoid that something will mess up and the bullet will bounce off the shield and go into the fuel barrel. Okay, that's... They're now going back, which is not ideal. But we've got a Sidewinder. Ooh. Ooh. That is good stuff. Okay, you don't have... Yeah. I'd experiment more with cheese strats if I wasn't so try-hard about getting a perfect score in these. Alright. This seems like a decent place to use Sidewinder. Any other places... Yeah, this seems like the best place to use a Sidewinder. Or at least a good place. I'll go in, I'll dash out, and I'll be going up. Okay, that's still... Cameras were... Well, cameras are still technically there in the form of the windows to the outside, but inside the ship, I think it was... I'm not sure. I know I've seen them in one of the development diaries. Alright, this is a... very bad. It's a very bad how close they are. So I'm actually gonna use a Sidewinder now, because I want to get out of range. We still got a little bit of emergency shield, but not enough for the rest of this. All right. I'm not a fan of a sentry gun pointing into here. Go ahead and bash you. Steal this. Yeah, it's been really good job going through the files. It's been cool seeing all the unused assets and stuff. All right, so I don't want to deal with this. This is also bad. This is a pretty difficult daily, really. I've still got a fourth of a second left, or not a fourth of a second, but I'm still waiting for this to recharge. Okay, what I'm gonna do is sidewind right here, and this will open the door, which will then let me sidewind over here. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I would like to help it, but it's been a long time since I've done any sort of coding and stuff, and I don't have the patience to do that stuff right now. Hello, Jag. All right. I don't know if you've played this daily today yet, but it's a difficult one. Even with abusing bash dashing. Yeah. Alright. But we're nearly at the end. Amazingly, we haven't set off the alarm yet here. Wait, no, we have. Alright. Of course we set off the alarm. We got shot at. We almost died earlier. We were standing right next to someone right when they shot, but we luckily had the visitor. Alright, so I do not like this sentry gun right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot. Get them to look this way so that I'll have time to wait for this sentry gun to leave. I forgot about the first few seconds of the ship, okay? That thought that thought was because once we have a capture alarm going off, the ship changes directions dramatically, which means you can't remote control the pod because it'll just get left behind. But since it's already been like a few seconds since it's been off, we can start remote controlling this and getting it into position while we wait for this sentry gun. I could... I might try... You can walk in front of it and then leave to get the sentry gun to hit the door, but I'm reluctant to do that. Oh yeah, that's notorious bash dashing. I'm reluctant. We've got someone right there. I just don't want to get shot at the very end of Ship 3. So I'm gonna try doing this very carefully. Alright. I should probably look into this room. So we need to capture this guy. How we're gonna do that with everybody here is gonna be fun. We have one Sidewinder left. The emergency shield is nowhere close to being ready. Crash traps won't help us, because that will just let them kill each other. You just swing it, but I've got a reputation here. I've got to go for first. I can't be getting shot. We might be able to dodge bullets. As long as we don't get them to shoot. I think we can dodge bullets here. Alright, so we'll do another dash bash. Yeah, that could work. I need to make sure that I do not let you shoot the target, so I'm going to be playing around in the middle of this room. Until you shoot, at which point I'll bash, pause, pick up, I drop another crash trap. Alright. Unfortunately, pathfinding is limited when you're carrying a body. You can still pathfind while the game is running, but you can't enter throw mode to activate it. Actually, what I think I can do is throw you. I don't like your angle. Throw you, and then we can use the Sidewinder to pick him up and get out of the eyes of everybody else. So a fun glitch that I found and then was patched out of the game. It used to be that if you were standing next to someone or at an interactable object. Yeah. The auto pathfinding is absolutely essential to everything I do. It used to be that if you had an interactable object and then you pathfound somewhere and then remote controlled your pod, as long as you were remote controlling the pod, you could still activate whatever was here, which means that I could pathfind here, move the pod down here, and then click pick up, and it would teleport the body to me, and it was amazing. Now, the main benefit to autopathing is it basically means you have no momentum when moving around. So with WASD, in order to go back and forth, it takes a while, but with pathfinding, you can immediately go at full speed both ways. And that allows you to dodge all sorts of bullets, and it allows for insane tricks with the slipstream especially. Alright, ideally this would be in front, but it's not. So we're just gonna bash dash out. Alright, and 21 seconds longer, but that was a difficult one. And honestly, I'm happy to have just not gotten shot there, so. Yeah, I was very sad that it got patched, because it was a lot of fun to use, but oh well. So yeah, got a 598, and oh shoot, I took too long. It is currently 3 minutes past the cutoff time for the daily challenge. So it didn't get submitted. I guess that's something that I have to keep in mind if I'm streaming this, if I'm taking longer to explain things. But I did not think that was going to happen because uh um I could do a second daily if you want. Um all right, see you, Artane. Thanks for stopping by.